Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video dives into a major breaking story that's shaking up global politics and security. Reports emerging about Iran's missile activity right at the same time as a high-profile meeting between former U.S. President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Is this a coincidence? Or a sign of rising tensions in the Middle East? Let's break down what's happening, what's confirmed, and what it could mean for the future. Over the last 24 hours, several media outlets and online reports have claimed that Iran has conducted new missile tests or deployments, sparking fears of potential escalation in the region. These reports surfaced just as Trump and Netanyahu held a closed-door meeting in the United States, discussing regional security and Iran's growing influence. While official confirmation from Iran is still pending, sources close to intelligence networks suggest that Iran may have tested short- or medium-range ballistic missiles, possibly in response to recent diplomatic talks between Israel and the U.S. This timing has raised eyebrows among analysts, especially given how Iran's missile program has been a long-standing point of contention in global diplomacy. The meeting itself focused on regional security, Iran's nuclear ambitions, and the future of Middle East peace deals. According to early statements, Trump reiterated his support for Israel and emphasized a tougher stance against Iran. Netanyahu reportedly expressed concerns over Iran's expanding military influence and the recent uptick in missile tests and proxy activities across the region, especially in Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen. The meeting comes at a time when U.S.-Israel relations are being closely watched, particularly as both leaders try to reassert influence amid changing global power dynamics. To understand the significance of this development, we need to look at Iran's missile capabilities. Iran possesses one of the largest and most diverse missile arsenals in the Middle East, including short-range ballistic missiles, medium-range missiles capable of striking targets over 2,000 kilometers away, and an expanding drone and cruise missile program. These weapons are often showcased during military parades and drills, signaling deterrence against Israel, the U.S., and Gulf states. However, Iran maintains that its missile program is purely defensive, designed to protect its sovereignty and deter external threats. But critics, especially the U.S. and Israel, argue that these weapons are being developed to expand regional influence and threaten neighboring countries. What makes this story particularly interesting is the timing. Missile reports surfacing during a Trump-Netanyahu meeting could be a strategic message from Tehran, a reminder that Iran remains a key player that cannot be ignored. Analysts suggest that Iran might be trying to show strength amid renewed discussions between Washington and Tel Aviv. Alternatively, it could be a coincidence, a routine missile test blown out of proportion by media outlets. Still, the symbolic impact is undeniable, while the U.S. and Israel discuss how to counter Iran. Tehran demonstrates military capability, reinforcing its position as a power that demands respect and caution. So far, the U.S. government has not issued an official statement confirming or denying the missile activity. However, Israeli intelligence sources have reportedly been monitoring increased movement in Iranian missile sites. Iranian officials, on the other hand, have dismissed Western claims as propaganda aimed at creating panic and justifying military alliances against Tehran. Social media platforms are now filled with speculations and unverified videos showing supposed missile launches, though most of these clips remain unconfirmed and could be old footage or misattributed events. Fact-checkers have already started analyzing these videos, and as of now, no concrete evidence has been verified. If these reports are true, the implications are serious. Israel may ramp up its own defense posture. The U.S. could consider sanctions or diplomatic action. Gulf countries may seek additional security guarantees, and Iran's allies might view this as a show of confidence. The region is already tense due to conflicts in Gaza, Lebanon, and the Red Sea, and a new missile standoff could further destabilize fragile peace efforts. Meanwhile, China and Russia, who have growing ties with Iran, may view Western reactions as provocations, adding another layer of complexity to global geopolitics. This isn't the first time Iran has conducted missile activities amid key diplomatic events. In the past, Tehran has often used missile tests as political messaging, particularly during high-level meetings involving U.S. or Israeli leaders. For instance, in 2020, Iran launched ballistic missiles at U.S. bases in Iraq after the killing of General Qasem Soleimani. In 2022, Iran reportedly tested missiles shortly after U.S.-Israeli military drills. These events show a pattern of signaling. Iran often showcases its strength when it feels diplomatically cornered. So, what happens next? Expect satellite monitoring and intelligence reports in the coming days to clarify the truth behind these missile claims. Watch for official statements from the Pentagon, Israeli Defense Forces, and Iranian government. And keep an eye on international reactions, especially from the United Nations and European powers, who are still trying to revive the Iran nuclear deal until solid evidence emerges. These remain unverified claims, but ones that could still influence global markets, diplomacy, and military planning. So, what do you think? Is Iran sending a message, or are these just exaggerated media reports? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be reading them all. If you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more fact-based updates and geopolitical insights. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one, because in today's world, every headline matters.